Hey guys, today I'd like to share with you the second time that I'll be working my Nebula Steel Guppy line. So in this line, a lot of the traits that I look for on the guppies that don't make the cut, some of them have a ratty tail. It almost looked like fin nip at one point, but it kind of developed on the lower bottom a little deformed. So any of them that show that trait, they will be removed. And the first time I worked this line, there was a lot more, so that is, a good sign that there's less the second time, so hopefully that continues. The other thing is the spot behind the gill. I don't like that. Or black. Black's pretty dominant trait, so if I don't start removing that, long term I think it'll be hard to fight. So any of them that have the large amount of black, I just instantly remove. So this tank is a 29 gallon. I did dirt it. The hang on the side filler, I did add a whole bunch of water spray. Just curious to see if it would do that immersed form and see what that will look like long term, or it may dry up and do nothing, but we'll see what it does. Inside there, I got some Amazon swords. There is a shot where you can see a runner running up against the front glass. I'll probably move that to the middle of the tank and just let it take off from there. And there is a large, almost too much guppy grass in the tank, but that really helps out the fry survival rate. And there is some corkscrew jungle val, which is starting to take over. I am going to do like a rock front just to keep that under control. And there is the golden yellowback shrimp in this tank as well. I don't do anything really special for the shrimp, so the survival rate's probably not the greatest, but I'm hoping long term that I'll start to see that they're breeding and hopefully be able to take some of those into the shop as well. After going through all my males, I was only left with a handful of guppies that showed the traits that I would like to continue my line with. Also, my line has a spot or a stripe behind the gill. So any of the guppies that remained, none of them shown this trait. So this is one thing that I would like to remove from my line. So the way I like to sort my guppies is have 2 or 3 bins. If there's so many guppies that I'll be pulling males that I know I'm going to keep, I'll have a bin just for them. I also have a bin that I keep guppies that I would like a second look at or I'm unsure on. And then the third bin are ones that I see a trait right off the get-go that I don't want to keep. Some of the things I'm looking for in the males that I decide to remove are poor tail shape. Any large amount of black I would be removing from the colony. Also, my line has a black spot or stripe behind the gill. This is one of the things I'm hoping to remove from the line. So any of the males that I decide to keep for breeding, they must not show this mark. So long term, hopefully it'll clean it up a little bit.
I got a bad disease. Far from my brain is where I bleed. Insanity, it seems, it's got me by my soul to squeeze. Well, all the love for me.
So the purpose of the two bins is the near bin gives me a chance so I can have a second look before deciding. The far bin is guppies that I have made the decision that I will not keep in the tank. So after going through the near bin, I had decided that all three of them had traits that I didn't want, so they ended up going into the local pet store for trade-in.
It's got me by my soul to squeeze. Well, all the love for me. With all the dying trees I scream. The angels in my dream. Yeah. It turned to demons of greed, that's me. Where I go, I just don't know. I gotta take it slow. When I find my peace of mind, well, I'm gonna give you some of my good time. Today love smiled on me. It took away my pain safely.
Here the guppies all bagged up and ready to go to the pet store. As you can see, my 29 gallon is a lot more empty looking without all the color. It's in the bucket. I do have some of the Japan blues that I did a video on earlier. They are just finally making their trip to the store. So I will be taking two different strains in, and the pet store decided that they would just throw them in a male only guppy tank, which is fine because I took no females.